This content is the property of Put It Out There TV, also known as PIOT TV, a property of the House of Yasha Allah El Trust. If you are viewing and or listening to this content on a non-PIOT TV branded platform, then we kindly ask that you stop and flag this content for copyright infringement. Thank you.
They have a semblance or an appearance of being black, but when you look at them, they're not black. So I need y'all to meditate on that for a split second there. Meditate on that. Meditate on that. Even in the Webster's dictionary, it is a false. It's false. Not based on fact. So it says color, the color of the skin of a Negro or other person. So the definition of color is they say here, one of the definitions is the color of the skin of a Negro or how are you going to use the word in the definition? That's one thing my teachers always said, no, you can't use the word in the definition. If I ask you to define water, you can't use the word water in the definition. So this is bullshit. This lets you know that this whole color-based system about you being a color is bullshit. I haven't even got into law yet. So now we're going to go ahead and get into a law dictionary. The reason why it's important that we get into a law dictionary is for the simple fact that the paperwork that we fill out for a job, those are legal documents. And you put down on there that you're black, you're African American. The paperwork that you fill out for college, those are legal documents. You put down there that you're black, colored, or African American. Paperwork you fill out for a loan at the bank, those are legal documents. And you put down there that you're Negro, black, colored, African American, right? And even today with this whole African American stuff that they have going on, right? We still have the nerve to say, because you know what, I'll give African American a little bit of a head nod for the simple fact it's closer to the resemblance of a nationality, though it's color too, because it is not a nationality. So it's color of law as well. But it's important because these documents, when you're talking about you're black and you're white and you're an African American, you are making a statement of law. You're telling them that you are a part of a specific social political construct, and that's letting them know how they need to treat you within society. Because each political construct, as I said before, is like a box. You got the white box. In the white box, these people get special treatment. Then you have the Asian box. In the Asian box, they get special treatment, but they don't get as treated as well as the people in the white box. Then you got the black box. They don't get treated nowhere near as good as the Asians, and they don't get treated definitely nowhere near as the as the people in the white box. You see what I mean? So these are all terms based on fraudulent, based on things that are not real, because even when it comes to Federal Directive 15, which is a directive that was put out by the so-called United States federal government, it states that terms such as black, white, African American, Native American, those are not based on a science nor anthropological fact, which means it has nothing to do with genetics, it has nothing to do with flesh and blood. Those are social, political constructs which boil down basically to being statuses. And when you hold a certain status in a society, with that specific status comes specific treatments. When you go to school, you had the nerds, you had the athletes. The athletes were treated better than the nerds. Then you had the kids that smelled like the kids that stunk all the time, right? Then you had the emo group of children, right? You see what I mean? And they all held a different status and they all were treated differently. In the school, who did the school treat the best? Think about it. Who did the school treat the best? They treated the athletes the best. That's what they treated the best. So that's how you get an idea of what status is. I need y'all to really sit on that for a split and realize the game that has been played on you. Like, don't stop at the Egyptians and the pyramids. You definitely can't stop at the Egyptians, because when you stop at the Egyptians and you think that they really were called the Egyptians, just like you think that you're really black, This is what our people have to comprehend, is that these people took...
This content is the property of Put It Out There TV, also known as PIOT TV, a property of the House of Yasha Allah El Trust. If you are viewing and or listening to this content on a non-PIOT TV branded platform, then we kindly ask that you stop and flag this content for copyright infringement. Thank you.
Your original names from you. So you can't say, okay, you took our original names from us, you placed this name on us, which attaches us to slavery. So we're gonna attach this terrible ass word to everything positive, which is delusions of grandeur, black queens, black kings, black beauty, black excellent. These are all delusions of fucking grandeur. This is what this is. You want to know why? It's a delusion because it's based off of color. It's based off of fraud. It is based off of fraud. And I have a hard time finding, I have a hard time comprehending why our people they can't get that. Like I said, I seen somebody yesterday, they were like, they posted a meme, and on the meme it shows how the Greeks came along and changed the name of the Kemites, Chemi, and they changed it to Egyptian. Took their name because that's what they wanted to call them. This is not what the Kemites called themselves, or the Mitzrayimites called themselves, right? This is the name, just like Ethiopia. Y'all gotta stop grabbing these European fucking words and then using them as an excuse for you to still identify with slave terms because you're talking about burnt face. Let me tell you something. That's not gonna fly because the Ethiopians had a free national name. They're Cushites, Cushite Moors from the land of Cush. Descendants of Ham, Chem. The same ones that y'all like to say Kemites, that's Ham, that's Chem. That's how you say it in the ancient Hebrew. Chem. Chem. That's where the KH in Kemites, that's where that Kemites, Chem. That's where that comes from. That's a Hebrew word. For anybody that wants to know. You see? So we can't keep playing this game and throwing around these slave terms and talking about we the black ancient queens and kings and such and such. These are all slave terms. We're better than that. These are all slave terms. That's colorable. That's colorable. What do they say here in the dictionary about colorable? It has the apparently plausible but actually specious. Deceptive. That's out of the regular basic dictionary for what's called the commoners. And you know what? And that's really like an advanced degree because we won't even get in here and look at this stuff. All right. So let's go ahead and move it on to the law dictionary. Let's see what it says in the law dictionary. And like I said, it's important that we go to the law dictionaries for the simple fact that these are all legal documents that we fill out at school, at the doctor's office, at the welfare office, at the courthouse. These are all legal documents that we're filling out. So what you're telling, when you're filling out and you're saying you're telling them this is your legal status. That's what you're telling them. And our people like to just sit here and play this fake conscious game online. And like I said, it's all plausible deniability. And did we have the word plausible here in colorable? You see what I'm saying? That's why I say this is crazy. Because we deal with plausibility in the word colorable here. What's poppin', everybody? It's JudahSon with Put It Out There TV. We definitely appreciate you for interacting with our content. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to check the comment section or the description box for the link to the next video. Peace.